In this moment, wherever you are, I invite you to slow down, breathe deeply, and listen with your heart. Because what I'm about to share with you is not just information, it's a recognition, a remembering. In this story, we'll explore something few speak of, but many feel. The unusual physical changes that can appear when you are undergoing a deep spiritual transformation. Some call it a awakening. Others call it alignment. But for those who have felt the quiet pull to something more, something sacred, it is the unmistakable call of being one of the chosen ones. I'm James. And like many of you, my path began not with clarity, but with confusion. A gnawing ache inside, a sense that something was missing. I was yearning for connection, purpose, and truth. And as I walked through the fires of self-discovery, I began to notice subtle changes in my body, in my eyes, my skin, my voice. Changes I couldn't explain, but now I understand. So I invite you to stay with me and listen closely, because what you hear today may help you recognize that you too are not alone. Bright, penetrating eyes. They say the eyes are the windows to the soul, but when you're awakening, they become more than just windows. They become mirrors, reflecting a light that comes from beyond. I remember the first time I noticed it in myself. I looked in the mirror, and there was a depth in my eyes I hadn't seen before. A stillness, a kind of shimmering truth. It wasn't dramatic, no color shift, no special effect, but it was undeniable. My eyes were alive, as if they had awakened before the rest of me had caught up. People began to comment. There's something different about you. You look peaceful. What happened to your eyes? And I didn't always know what to say, because how do you explain to someone that your soul cracked open one morning and your eyes started reflecting eternity? This change isn't just cosmetic, it's energetic. It means you are beginning to see, truly see the world as it is. You begin noticing truth beneath illusion, and your eyes become messengers of that clarity. If you've seen this in yourself, know this. Your gaze is beginning to carry light, and people will feel that even if they don't understand it. Subtle changes in skin color. It was during one of my longest meditations that I noticed my skin glowed faintly, almost golden. At first, I thought it was the lighting, but the more time I spent in silence, the more this glow returned, like my skin was becoming translucent to the light inside. And I'm not alone in this. I've met others, quiet seekers and bold speakers, who've described the same. A soft silver shimmer, a golden undertone, even a slight radiance that appeared only when they were in deep connection with the divine. This isn't about beauty. It's about vibration. As your frequency rises, your cells begin to reflect a cleaner, purer energy. Your skin, the body's largest organ, becomes a canvas for your soul's evolution. You may notice it in photographs, or when you look in the mirror after prayer, journaling, or stillness. So if your skin begins to shine not artificially, but naturally, know this: your spirit is making its way through your body, and the glow is its quiet hello. Healthier, more vibrant hair. There was a time when my hair felt lifeless, thin, dull, and brittle. It mirrored my exhaustion. But as I deepened into my practice as daily meditation, conscious eating, connecting to my source, I noticed something beautiful. My hair began to change. It became thicker, shinier, more vibrant, like nature itself was responding to my inner balance. I've seen this happen in others too. And no, it's not just about diet or products. It's about alignment. When the energy within you flows cleanly, when the static clears, your body begins to repair itself, and hair is often the first to show this healing. So don't dismiss those small changes. They are signs. They are whispers from your body saying, I feel safe again. Posture and movement. There was a season when I couldn't stop slouching physically and spiritually. But as I started connecting with higher truths, my posture shifted, not through effort, but through inner clarity. It felt as if something unseen was gently pulling me upward, aligning my spine, expanding my chest, grounding my feet. My movements became more graceful, more intentional. I was no longer dragging my body through life. I was inhabiting it. Spiritual awakening reorganizes you from the inside out, and your posture begins to echo your new internal harmony. Others may see you walking and say, "You look taller." What they're really noticing is your soul standing up. If you felt this, own it. You are being restructured to hold more light. Skin sensitivity. The more tuned in I became, the more I could feel the world on my skin. Certain environments made my body tighten. Some places gave me chills, others made me sweat. I wasn't allergic, I was aware. Your skin is an antenna. As you awaken, it begins to register energy more precisely. You may notice you can't wear synthetic fabrics anymore, or that certain lotions irritate your skin. You may feel tingling when someone angry enters the room. This isn't weakness. It's evolution. Treat your skin with care. Use oils, herbs, and natural remedies that honor your rising vibration. Let your skin be a teacher. It will tell you where you're welcome and where you are not. Emotional transparency. There was a time I could hide what I felt, but once the awakening began, that mask shattered. My emotions surfaced more easily. My face betrayed my feelings. My voice trembled when I tried to suppress truth. I cried during sunsets. I laughed during silence. I became transparent and it terrified me. But it also liberated me. When your soul begins to lead, your emotional body can no longer lie. You become real. And while it can feel like vulnerability, it's actually strength, because authenticity is magnetic. It creates space for others to be real too. So if you find yourself more sensitive, more expressive, more open than ever, it means your inner walls are dissolving. You're coming home to yourself. Altered sleep patterns. I used to chase 8 hours a night, like a religion. But then came the nights when I'd wake at 3 a.m., wide-eyed and calm, not restless, not anxious, just aware. In those hours, I'd journal, meditate, just sit in the dark with God. Other times, I'd sleep 10 hours straight, deep and dreamless, as if my body was integrating light on its own. Don't panic when your sleep changes. You're not broken. You're being rewired. You may need less sleep or more depending on the phase you're in. If you awaken in the night, try not to rush back to sleep. That moment may be sacred. A portal, a whisper. Your higher self may be calling. Voice changes. And then, there's the voice. Mine used to be sharp, quick, anxious. But now, it has softened. I speak slower, with more clarity. I pause more. My words carry weight not because I force them, but because they feel true. You may notice your voice changes too. It may deepen or become more melodic. You may begin to speak with greater conviction or gentle calm. People may say you sound more you. This is no accident. Your voice is a frequency. And as you align with truth, your words begin to carry that truth. They heal. They harmonize. They hold space. So listen to yourself. Record your voice. Notice how it shifts when you speak from soul. That tone, that resonance, is the sound of your becoming. You are transforming. All of these signs, your eyes, your skin, your hair, your posture, your voice, they are not random. They are confirmations. Confirmations that you are awakening, aligning, becoming who you were always meant to be. This journey is not always easy. The path of the chosen ones is often quiet, misunderstood, even lonely, but it is sacred. It is real, and you are not alone. So honor these changes. Celebrate them. Document them. Share them with those who understand. Because you are part of something much larger, a spiritual evolution that is rising across the planet. Look in the mirror. Feel your breath. Listen to your own voice. You are becoming light, and the world is ready for it. Would you like to go deeper? If this resonated with you, imagine what could unfold in just 21 days of intentional spiritual practice. I invite you to explore the 21-day spiritual challenge sacred journey designed to deepen your inner light, awaken your gifts, and support you on the path of becoming. The link is in the first comment, and I'll meet you there. Until then, keep shining, keep listening, and never forget you were chosen for a reason. I'm James. Thank you for walking this path with me.